Hello guys.
Hello, guys.
Good evening, guys. Good to have you here today again. Ah, mhm. Okay. Please confirm if you can see me properly. If it's lagging, because I'm beginning to see that the devil is about to play another trick on me here. Please confirm how good is it. Please confirm how good it is. Because the network, I don't know. I decided to use MTN today, but then I'm still having the same issue. Please, guys, if you are here, kindly just indicate how is the feed. Is it still very bad, or is it okay? I'm just getting 9.2 kilobytes per second, which is extremely poor. Network at this end is really really bad. Please just let me know how it's looking over here. Let me know how it's looking. Network is disturbing. It's disturbing. Almost like the same issue we had the last time. Look at it. 690 kilobytes. Like, it's too bad. It's too bad. The network is very, 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 very bad. Okay, this is just 908. So what we are going to do, let me see if I can do like a quick fix. Just give me like few minutes. Give me a few minutes. Let me see what I can do. Maybe let me see if I can get another backup. I was thinking this one was going to be, but it's not that very clear. It's not very clear. It's not very clear. It's not very clear. I just hope it picks up. So please confirm if you can, if I'm okay now. Please do confirm if I'm okay. I think the network is beginning to pick up again. The network is beginning to pick up again. Please confirm before we kickstart. Do confirm if I'm now okay. It's not going from my side again. Ah, Benga. Okay, more volume. Okay. Let me increase the volume. But from this end, I can actually see that my volume is already high. But let me just still increase it, just for the sake of those that may not be able to hear me properly. Yeah, the network is bad and it's about to rain. I think that may be one of the reasons why. So confirm if you can hear me clearly now. Can you hear me clearly now? If you can hear me clearly, please let me know. Lex video, let me know if I am very clear now, so that then confirm the sound is okay. It's just that it's laggy. The lag is as a result of that network. It's extreme. Like when I say extreme, it's really really extreme. If you can see, wait, let me zoom it in. Maybe you might be able to see it properly. This is how bad. This is how bad it is at my end. Look at, you can see it right here. It's really really bad. Like 605 kilobytes. Yes, the reason why you can hear me is because the audio, it may not necessarily have a much strain on the audio, okay? But then for the video, it's another thing on its own. So that's just that. So um let me just borrow like 3 minutes of your time 3 minutes of your time. 3 minutes of your time, and I'll join you shortly. Please just hang on. Just hang on. Let me borrow 3 minutes of your time. Okay. Oh, this is zoomed in. Why? All right, guys. Please do confirm if it's okay now, because I see that there is lots of improvement here. I had to change to Airtel again. So please confirm if it's okay. Confirm if it's okay. Let me see if it's okay now, so that we can just hit the ground rolling. This should permanently fix the issue as of now. Please confirm if it is okay. Are we okay? All right. Thank you very much. So, without wasting further time, because we've already eaten about 20 minutes into our time, and that is as a result of the network. Please, guys, if you are just joining us for the very first time, just know that this is a safe space, and to do this, everything is going to be practical. I'll be sharing my screen with you now, showing you what we have to do today. So, a very quick one that I'm going to do for those that are just joining us for the very first time. We've started some other time, like in our previous classes, we've been able to, do some certain things, how to use OBS and be able to, bring like your vMix, your Easy Worship into your OBS. So today I'll be retaking most of the things that we did the last time, and I'll be very fast on it. But then I will also appreciate if you will try as much as possible, use the comment section to interact with me. That way I will be able to know how best to, always come back and, work towards making sure that you understand it. So if for any reason you know that you have anything that is confusing to you, don't hesitate. I'm always here seeing your comments. Like, I can see your comments in real time. Okay, then also help me to like this video. You can just keep tap on your screen. That likes, all those likes and all of that, they play a very crucial part. That way the algorithm will get to push it. So the first thing I'm going to start off with today is how you can add simple graphics to your live stream. That is for those of you whose church usually do live stream. Now you want to be able to add like lower third, tickers, some of those captions, title description of your sermons and all of that. So the sites that we'll be using to do that is actually Overlay. Then also I'll be showing us how to do multi-stream for those people who still ask me that they don't know how to do multi-stream. I'm going to show you how to do multi-stream. Then after that, we are going to also do how to send from one PC to the other using teleport. I had people that hit my DM and they were telling me that they still want to be able to learn how to do that. So I'll be sharing my screen and I will show you how to use the Overlay. Also, don't forget to let me know if there is anything related to what I'm doing that you want me to talk about. Please drop it in the comment section. I will see them and I will attend to them one after the other. So quickly, let's go over to our browser. So right here on our browser, we are going to look for Overlay. This is the site. You can write some of these sites down so that it's going to help you. And one thing I so much love about this Overlay, like I said the last time, is that it gives you the opportunity for you to also control the lower third, that is those graphics, using your smartphone or your tablet. So when you open Overlay, see this one that has this U, right? This very one here. This is it. You click on it. So when you click on the site, it's going to bring you to the interface. Every of the items that you see here are free for use. Okay, they are free for use. So you will now come over to this place where it says browse overlay. If you open it, there are lots of them. You can see so many of them. All these overlays are there for you to use. You have tickers, you have those ones that look like a countdown. You have like the one that you can put someone side by side. You have lower third name, that is for names, all those live bugs, so many of them. But this is how you can navigate your way inside that site. Now whenever you come to this category, right, although they've tried to update, you can come to this part, that is this filter. Under this filter, then based on type, you can look at, let's say you want lower third. But please let me also remind you, whenever you come into this site, try as much as possible. There is a place where it's going to ask you to sign up. There is a place where it's going to ask you to sign up. So you can see that I've already signed up using my one of my Gmail. Okay, so when you come here, simply what you come to look for is, you are going to come to, let's say you find yourself in home like we did initially. You come to browse overlay. So on this browse overlay, what are we going to look out for? There are so many things we can look out for. You see this one that it says baseline. Maybe you can just click on it to see what the contents are. You understand? You can see, if I move from baseline to bug, you can see what it looks like. Those people that used to do like a countdown, this is like a countdown. See, timer, where you can use it as a timer. It's very simple. Stop using those ones that you see in vMix. Then this one is a counter, but then you might not necessarily need this, especially for our church guys. But look at the ones that we so much find important, which is this lower third. So in this lower third, you can have like, this one. Let's assume you want to write your sermon title, or maybe for news or for anything. We are going to look for anyone that we like. So most times I like to use this. That is for lower third. If I want to write my pastor's name, is that clear? So if I am too fast, please don't hesitate to let me know. Don't hesitate to let me know. Don't hesitate to let me know. I'm coming back to your contents, to your comments, to actually know if there is anybody. How about how to project it to TV? Okay, if you want to learn how to project it to TV, I think I will quickly do that. Just watch me. Before I go ahead, let me actually show the person that asked how to project it to TV. So watch me, okay? So this is actually my TV right here. This is actually my TV. This is my TV right here, okay? So I've plugged in my HDMI. And then it is connected to my system right here. So all I just need to do is to, power on the television, nothing more. Then I'm going to also show you how you can bring it into OBS and also bring it into vMix. Somebody is saying, what is the name of the site? The name of the site is UNO Overlay. UNO, UNO Overlay. Look at it here. Look at it over here. UNO Overlay. You can see that. Look at it. UNO Overlay. You can write them down. You understand? That way you will just, be able to memorize them and be able to understand it. So let me plug my television so that whatsoever you are seeing here, you can also get to see it here on the television. So give me a second. All right, so if I do this, you are going to see it right here. Overlay, exactly. Adesoji Emmanuel. That is actually it. Overlay. You get? It's Overlay. So now let me go back. This is how you work with it. Always make sure that before any other thing that you sign in. Signing in is going to save you a lot of stress. Signing in means that when you sign in with an account, whenever you come back to that site, every of the materials that you have used will always be there saved for you, so that you don't have to start searching them in the midst of the whole stuff. So what do? Let's assume it is this one. Because I am signed in, if I click this now, it's going to ask me to add it to overlay. So if I click on add to overlay, I already have it, so I won't be adding it, but I'm going to locate it, and then I'm going to show you how I can change it. You can see the default this thing that it carries, which is Joshua Noah, right? So what I simply need to do is to beg your pardon. So what simply need to do is to change the name. I'm going to show you how to change the name. So quickly put, if I say add to overlay, let me just do the add to overlay before some people will say that they don't know how to do that. You see it here. So let me still delete this one because I already have it. But then the question is, how do you see it should in case you live here? Once you leave this place, come to this side. You see this very side. Once you click on this left hand side, you see under this home, you see library. After library, you're going to see my overlay. Everything that you have used so far will be here. When you click on all, it's going to show you all. See all the ones that I have here. So whenever I just come to this site, I don't need to start searching for these stuffs again. All I simply need to do is just to come to this my overlay, and I'll have it. So if I now want to work with this, I just double click. It's going to open a separate panel for me. That is a separate tab where I'm going to now customize. Now see how simple it is for me to customize. This place is the preview where I'll get to see all my changes. Then you see here where it says lower third. This is the button to turn it on. You see, on and off, on and off. You understand? So let's assume that it's on, and I want to be able to change anything. See this place where it says setup. You can see that it has lower third, and then here it says customize. Okay, so all you simply need to do, and once you do this thing, you don't need to redo it again. You can simply just have this. Maybe you have so many of your pastors that are lined up, the person that's going to take testimony, you understand, you want to use the same template for them, you can simply just come back here and you just change this name. Even with your phone, you can even change it and then move with your phone. So let me just say, I no longer like this Pastor Nat. I will just put it Reverend Jerry. Reverend Jerry Briggs. Let's see. You see? First name, last name. Then it's now asking here, what is the subtitle? Let's say preacher. That is what I want to give it. Then it's now asking for image. Now, in the case of image, I'm going to show you how you can bring in your own image. I will come back here later, right? So once I am done with this, if I want to change this color now, look at this place. This, you see that it has blue, right? So I'll come to customize. If I come to customize, look at this color palette. If you go down, you see that you can even change the font type, the font size, and then the side where you want it to be rightly placed. So if I click on this and I click on this red, it's going to change. You see how simple it is? You see, you can change whichever way you want it to look like. The choice is yours. So this is it. So now once I am done and I am satisfied, now for me to be able to bring it into OBS is very simple. It is very simple. Just come here. You either click here. If I click, it's going to copy. I have already copied it. Or I can come to output settings, and then I'm going to say copy output URL, whichever one. Once I copy it, now watch. Once I come back to my OBS, if I come back to my OBS, this is how I'm going to bring it into OBS. I'm going to, because let's assume I want to put it on this my camera one, which is my video feed that you are seeing, right? So I can just come here, and then I'll come over to my browser here. Please, if I'm too fast, let me know that I am too fast. If there is any way that maybe you are feeling confused, please don't hesitate to call my attention. So I will click on browser, and then I'm going to say lower third. It's called lower third for those of you who may be asking what is lower third. Then here, I'm going to put Ctrl V. Then I'm going to put 1920 by 1080. Let's see. I would have left it with 300, but let's see what it's going to look like. Then I'm going to see this place where it says refresh browser when scene becomes active. With this now, what that means is that even if your network goes off, anytime you boot your OBS, it's going to refresh and instantly it will be there for you. So you don't need to repeat it. You understand? So that you don't start saying, is it whenever I want it, I will come back and be looking for it again, or you don't need that. Just click on OK. Control F. So, but then you just wait. You see that it has already appeared here. You can see that it has already appeared. So if I transition now, this is it. Okay. If I want to turn it off, I can come back here. If I turn it off here, just the way it goes off here, it will also go off here. But the question should be, if it's like this, how can we control it in OBS? You can also control it in OBS, inside OBS. And like I said, you can also control it using your smartphone. You can control it either in OBS, just the way I dock this panel here, or you can control it with your smartphone. So guys, is it very clear? Let me understand. Are we very clear on this? Can I continue? Can I continue? Please let me know if I can continue. Let me know if I can continue. Please, I need to see your reactions. You can also help me to like this video. It's kind of helps to, send it to many people and at least notify them that we are live. Can we continue? Should we continue? Should we continue? Please, I need to hear from you. Can we continue? Can we continue? Please, I need to see your comments. If you can hear me, if I still have people here with me, because that is what I'm coming. Alabi Oladayo Peter. Okay. Somebody is asking, what about vMix? Okay. As for vMix, I'm going to show you how to do that for vMix, okay? Just hang on with me, hang on. I'm going to show you for that of vMix. Let me put something here. I'll show you for vMix. Okay. Ma? All right, thank you. All right, guys, please hang on a second for me. They say NEPA don't bring lights. There was no light. I had to go and on gen, man. Burning fuel in this economy just to make this class work. Okay? So please just hang on for me. Let me switch over. Okay? So just hang on a second. Okay. Thank you, NEPA. All right. All right, guys. So sorry. I had to just go and, change the... I had to go and change the lights. NEPA don't bring lights. That is actually what we see here. It is what it is here in Nigeria. but got past them. So let's continue. I want to be able to bring in your charts so that I can at least use that method to know who is more active. Okay. If you have any questions, please keep bringing them. Keep bringing them up. Please, if you have questions, do keep bringing them up. Someone says, please, sir, can we get this practical lecture after the lesson? Or it won't be available? Sure, it will be available. That is why I'm actually using YouTube, because I noticed that one issue that most people usually face is when they miss classes like this and they start asking for the recordings. Most times they tend to get lots of excuses. So that is why I decided I want to actually make this to be readily available primarily here on YouTube. So since you are watching it, once it finishes, it will always be there. Okay, so let's fall back to what we are doing now. I hope you've seen how I was able to bring in the overlay, that's the lower third. Now I want to show you how you can also add your church, let's say your church logo, your church image. Now this is how you add image, any image of your choice. This is how you do that. Now over here on your overlay, that is this interface, come over to images. Just come to images. See it at the top left here. Just click on it. Come to where it says my images. So if you come to your images, you can see that I have several images here, right? So what you simply need to do, you click on upload image, then you come down, either you double click on this, then you go and locate where your image is. You understand? Let's assume I want to use this very one, and then I'm going to click on this. You can see till 100% it will tell me done. So with this now, this image is already here seated. Please, for those of us who might start having issue later, some of you might come here immediately that haven't brought in your image and you want to bring in an image. It will start looking for an image. If you don't bring it in here already, if it is not inside here already, if you haven't done that place where, if you haven't gone to that part where I've shown you before, you will not be able to bring in the image. But as it is now, if I click on this, the image will be added. Look at it. It has changed. You see that? It has changed. Even right here in my OBS, if you go here, automatically it has changed. Let me take away the charts. You can see my image close to it. So your church can just decide to say, okay, that we have a logo, or maybe you yourself as the media director, you understand, you want to be able to design it to look like this. But in this case, mind you, this is what your church logo, this is where your church logo is going to be. I hope that is very clear. Okay, I hope we can also go ahead. Please, you can help me to keep liking this live. The live, you can always tap on those icons there. That way it will help give it visibility. I hope this is very understood. Now the question is, how do we then control it inside OBS? Because a situation where you don't want to keep opening tabs, you don't want to have Chrome open, right? Or you want to be able to control it with your phone. Now this is what you do. Inside that very part, let me come back here to the home where, let me come back to the normal home front. What you simply need to do, okay, this is it here. Yeah. So what you simply need to do here is this very one, this two is for the browser. That is the one that actually brought it in. But if you want to be able to control it inside OBS, see the only place you come to. See here where you say copy control URL. You understand? This one, copy control URL. Now, if you want to control it with your smartphone, I'm saying it now. If you want to control it with your smartphone, just as it is like this. You see this barcode that is here, just place your phone. Even for some of you now that are watching me, please use your phone and scan it. Scan it. As you can see now, scan it. You will see. You have access to this. Scan it from your end. Scan this from your end. Just place your phone on this now. You can scan it. You will see this. You can control it from your end. Scan it and you are going to see how wonderful it is. If you scan this on your mobile phone right now, you'll be able to control this. Do that. Just do that and let me know. Let me open it again. For those of you that are watching me, I'm going to open it. Scan that barcode that you are seeing at the front there. Scan it. This is it. Let me see if I can go scan the barcode. If you scan the barcode, or let me even copy the barcode. Let me paste it for you. For those of you who are on WhatsApp, click on it and you will be able to open it. Go to WhatsApp right now and you will see that you'll be able to control it. I need somebody to be able to control it from this end. It's currently on. I need someone to be able to control it from this end. My telly is off. Has anyone been able to do that, or should we forge ahead? You can actually control this. Maybe you can just log out, just do some. Okay. Say you are using your phone to watch. That's okay. I actually understand. But if you try it, you will see that it's going to reflect. If you try it, you will see that even from wherever you are, just by having access to that link, you can turn it off and on. So that is how you can do that with your phone. It's very simple. And you can even change this name now from this Reverend Jerry Briggs to whichever name that you want. That is how simple this is. So with this, that is the simplest way for you to be able to, get text, free text overlay. Then if it is ticker, you come back here. You come back to this overlay. You see, I have a ticker here. This is one of my favorites. Let me look for it. Even all these things, just the same procedure. There is nothing much to be done there. Oh, sorry, I'm going. Where is my own layout? Let me save all this one for my library. I don't get large stock. All right, no, this is not it. So this is basically how you are able to, do most of these things. And like I said, this is free. Okay? So just try them out. Anyone you have here, you can just pick it, make use of it, run with it. Even the tickers, this thing is basically the same. There is nothing more. So to save our time, I need us to go into the next thing. But as of now, does anybody have any question? Do you have any question whatsoever that you want me to answer? Any question, or should I go ahead? Please let me know if I should go ahead. Let me know if I should go ahead. Can I go ahead? I'm waiting for your comments. Okay, somebody says, okay, let me actually spotlight it so that, because that is another way to learn. Let me remove this. Someone says, sometimes if I plug my HDMI, it will show all the interface on the TV screen. And that is coming from Benga Olasukomi. Now, Benga, look at it. See what you've been experiencing. This is where you were. Sorry, not this. Your PC by default is not extended. Your PC by default, look at it. This is exactly what you are having, right? Benga, please confirm. This is what you are complaining, that all your screen used to show right here, showing all your interface. Now, if this is exactly what you mean by what you said, where you say sometimes if I plug my HDMI, it will show all the interface on the TV screen. All you simply need to do, you see the way my cursor is now on. You see my cursor is on the program, right? Just right click. Once I right click, you see this place where it says open program projector, right? Open program projector. Make sure that first of all you click on Windows P. When I click on Windows P, you can see that if I click on Windows P, see what came up, right? Lex video, you say no. Benga, I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Lex, what are you saying no to? Let me understand. Okay. Now, once you press Windows P means it gives you the opportunity to project, where you get this opportunity, either PC screen only. If I click on this, the only thing this one is going to go off. Only my PC screen will be showing. If I say duplicate, that means it's going to show everything that is on my screen right here on my television. You understand? Then if I say extend, it's going to just extend the output of my PC into this my screen over here. Then if I say second screen only, it's only going to show my television, and then my system is going to go blank. You understand? So what you do, make sure that it's on extend. The moment you know that it's on extend, it's going to turn like this. So basically everything that you now have here is going to, by default, that's because it's already like I've already put it to this. So what you simply need to do, you right click and you go to this open program projector. You are going to see this your what is it called? Let me still, I think, okay, let me share my display. Sorry, let me share my display. So let's assume this is what you have, right? And I want to project this. I'm going to right click. Once you know that you have pressed that Windows P to extend, you just right click. You see this open program projector. Now see my what is it called? This is my television. If I click on it, you see that if I click on it, what is going to show is just what I have right here on my interface. No longer everything. The reason why you could see this one now like this is because I am projecting my display window. But what you are watching currently behind is my program out. If I switch now, you can see. Then if I switch back to my display capture, you are going to see that right here. Okay, so this is exactly just that. Beng, I hope I answered that. You say the overlay, that cannot be true, except after this class. After this class, please chat me private so that I'll be able to see it. Okay, but it's not something that is, I go to the library, it's empty. Yes, that's because you haven't selected anything. You haven't selected anything. You must have to. You see the way I did it now. You go to my overlay. There are all those things that are listed there. You must have to click on the ones you like, so that when you now go to your library, you'll be able to see it there. You will now go to your library. You will see it there already for you. So that is it. And I actually showed you. See, let me share my screen again and just quickly go back to it. Once you come to your overlay, this is what it's going to look like, right? Once you are signed in. So what you do is, if it is like this one, you click on it and then you click on add to overlay. So by saying add to overlay now, you can see it right here. So when I now open this my overlay, this is what it's going to look like. You see that? This is what it's going to look like. So if I now double click on this, it now opens a new tab. It is on this new tab now that I'm now going to, make adjustments to it. You can see it. So on this lower third, you see as it is now, this is the off and on button. This is the off and on button. If you want to, maybe you can say let's say announcements. You understand? The moment you click out, it will change to announcements immediately. And then if maybe like this title, where it says title, you can say church news. You understand? Then for this place where you say, let's say, the coming of Christ. And the moment you click outside that, this is it. You see how simple it is? There is no time for any play whatsoever. There is nothing more. Then you come to customize. That is where you now come to color. You click on this. If you click on this, it's going to turn red. You understand? It has changed the look. If you click on this, it's going to turn orange and all of that. Then for this ones, it's just nothing more for this. So once you are done, you simply just come to this very part and you click once, then come over to your come over to, why is it I've opened several windows? Okay, let me shut them down. So you come to your browser here, click on it, click on browser, and then you add whatsoever that you need to add. That is all that you need to do. Nothing more, nothing less. I hope that is well understood. So for the control, you now click on this one that looks like a game icon. You click on it, or if you now want to control it with your smartphone, like I said, all you simply need to do, just put your cursor here, use your phone and scan this QR code. Immediately you scan the QR code, you will see it in your phone. You can even use your phone and be editing all these things. That is how simple it is. So Lex, I hope that was clear. Please confirm if that was clear, so that we can move ahead to the next thing that we are supposed to do. Can you confirm if we should go ahead? Guys, please confirm. I'm waiting to hear from you. Confirm if we can go ahead. Please, if you are just stumbling on this very channel for the very first time, this is an online session. So what you can simply do is you can drop your questions and I will be able to, answer it. And if you also want to join our WhatsApp practical group, you can also indicate. I can drop my number for you so that you can chat me up. Can we continue, guys? Can we continue? I'm waiting for our response. Can we continue? What I've done so far, is it understood? All right, Visonic Designs, my guy, I see you. All right, go ahead. Okay, so that will be that for this. So the next thing we'll be looking at is another very important aspect, which has to do with let me retake that. Somebody was telling me that he doesn't know how to bring in easy worship into their OBS, right? So I'm going to show you the simplest way to be able to do that and the easy way. So I'll be launching my easy worship, but that easy worship is going to be on a separate system, okay? Or should I just, okay, I don't have my HDMI handy, so let me launch it right here inside this system so I can share my screen with you at once. So this is it. If I want to be able to launch this in, and also there was somebody else that also asked me, how is it that I'm able to spotlight all this text? That is all this our chats. I will also show you immediately I finish with this one. Maybe after that, we'll now talk about the next thing that we have. Some of you can also bring up your problems. Remember, this is not just my space. This is your space. I'm just creating it as an avenue to help each and every one of us to, grow. Hope you can see that. Hope you guys can see it, right? Hope you can see it. I want to join the group, sir. I'm watching from Cameroon. Okay. So let me quickly drop my number. I'm going to just drop it. So here to broadcast network, Hilltop Broadcast Network. This is it. So this is my number. Okay. So what you can do is, let me pin it. You can see it right here. This is it right here. It's also in the comment section. So find it. It's in the comment section. That is my response. Find it and, tell me that you are the person that chatted me from the live, so that I'll be able to add you to both the general one and to the practical group. Okay. So this is how you can bring in your Easy Worship into your OBS. Now, you can either do that using the NDI feature, or you can do that using the normal secondary monitor. So this is what you simply need to do. Once you launch your Easy Worship like this, if you don't have NDI, go ahead and download NDI. This is the NDI, by the way. Let me close all these tabs because they are really having serious strain on my PC. Search for NDI 6. This is it right here. So when you click on this NDI, you now get to see download NDI 6.3. Click and download. Click this and download this NDI. You must have to have NDI for you to be able to send using the NDI feature. If you don't have it downloaded, you won't be able to use it. So download this. So once you are done downloading this, now once you launch it, you come back to your Easy Worship. It now means that your Easy Worship can now send feed from Easy Worship into OBS. You come over to edit. On this edit, you click options. It's going to open this panel. Now, see the thing now. On these options now, right? What you now have to do is, on the main output, that is on this general, if I click on this and I click on monitor 2, the reason I could see this monitor 2 is because I have my HDMI plugged in already. If I unplug this, my HDMI from it, I will only be left with monitor 1, which is the entire screen here that is showing everything as you can see it. And then this custom position, which I do not want to use. There is a place where it comes in handy, or the NDI stream. So if I say by monitor 2, look at what is going to happen. It's on monitor 2 already, and then I click on OK. So what that means now, watch what is going to happen. Watch what is going to happen. If I click on this, look at, I don't know what you guys can see. Okay, you can't see it, right? But watch my back here. But you can see that is just basically if I just want to project it to people in the this thing without bringing it into OBS, right? That is just number one. But if I want to now bring it into OBS using this monitor 2, what I simply need to do is, let me stop it. I will come back to my OBS. I will now come here. Let me give it a separate scene. I will say Easy Worship. This is how to bring it in. Please, I am begging you, if you know that I am too fast, just call my attention. Call my attention. I am not running fast, but if you think I am too fast, call my attention. So you see the Easy Worship right here. I will now click on this. Then on this one, what I'm now going to click on is display capture, because I want to bring in the monitor 2, which is exactly what we just projected. You see that time that I projected it, it was not inside of OBS. So meaning that I can have another thing happening in OBS, and then people in the church are only seeing the screen, but then people who are watching online are not seeing the screen. So on this display capture, I will click on OK. Now, the place you come to, you leave it to automatic on this capture method. Then on this display capture, I will click on this. Now, if I click on this 13 by, as in this my primary monitor, you see that everything that is going to show is going to be everything that is happening, that is happening on my screen, right? So, but if I click on this one, which is my television. So whatsoever that is outputting to my television is what it's going to see. So let's see how it's going to go. The reason why you could see it like this is still because I am I am actually displaying my screen. So see, so once it goes live here, you can see that this is it right here. You can see that. That's because I have my HDMI plugged in. If my HDMI is not plugged in, I will not be able to see that AAE. That is, I will not be able to see my television. That means I will not be able to send through my secondary monitor. Secondary monitor only comes to play when it recognizes that there is a HDMI. That is what is sending your feed out. So please, sometimes it used to cause lots of confusion. So I hope that is very clear. Please let me know in the comment section if I should forge ahead or if there is any question whatsoever before I talk about how to bring it in using the NDI method. Please, any question or should I go ahead? Please use the comment section to interact with me. It is of very great importance. Use the comment section. Tell me, should I go ahead? Is it well understood? That is a kind of feedback. I want to be talking and then knowing fully well that people are actually understanding. Okay. Let me spotlight your question first before. Visonic said, emphasize more on the overlay parts because my phone went off. All right, you are in safe hands. Let me just take a wrap on it before I come back. All right, David, thank you. Visonic, I see you. But for the sake of Visonic, who was kind of lost out while I was doing that, now, quickly, you come back here. I say that the site is overlay. I know you caught that one. This very one with this orange. Is it orange? I'll be yellow. I'll be good. Okay. Once you open it, you make sure that you sign up with your Google account. So once you are signed up, you click on Browse Overlay. Now, these are ample of overlays that are readily available for you. Okay. So you come to types depending on what you want, or based on functions depending on what you want. Okay. So if I come to these types and I decide to say that I am looking for something like lower third, which most of us will constantly use, right? Whichever one that I like, let me use this very one. If this is the one I like, you just click on Add to Overlay. So once you click on this Add to Overlay, it has added it to your overlay. You see, these are all my overlays that I have saved so far. Okay, but then the question is, how do you get it to work? Double tap on it. It's going to open a separate tab. I love the fact that it doesn't like just replace the home page. It opens a new tab for you so that each one rests on its own. Okay, so you come here to the matchup. You see matchup lower third. You see this place where you see this gold, this thing that says on. This is a button to turn off. If you turn off, it turns off. If you turn on, it comes on, right? Then let's assume you want to be able to change the titles. You see, like this place where it says Emirates Stadium, I can say Abuja Stadium. Okay. The moment I click outside, it's going to change to Abuja Stadium. You see that? And then you see the score line. If you want to remove the score line, it's going to remove it. You see that? You can take it off and on. Sorry. Hope I'm shared. Ooh. So sorry. Jesus. I just wish I have an extra phone. Okay, I believe what you just did, sir, can enable us to bring in scripture to the viewers through secondary monitor. Yes. Alabi Oladayo Peter, yes. So sorry, let me retake it again. That is why it's good. Oh, that is true. Let me put this one on. let me join with this one, so that at least I will be able to always know that I am going off, because it's because I can't actually be watching myself. I don't have like a screen where I'm watching myself or I'm logged in. I can only view comments and all of that. But with this, let me just, I hope you guys can now see my screen, right? Okay. So what I said is the sites, for those that are even still joining us, is your lucky minute. So overlay. Once you search it, this very one here that has this orange look, you click on it. So I said once it brings you to this panel, just make sure that you log in. Make sure that you are logged in. It's going to tell you sign up. The reason why you can't see it is because I'm already signed up. So if I click on browse overlay, it's going to bring me to this part. You understand? So through this part now, if I want to come to this filter for me to look for a specific stuff that I need, all I simply need to do is come to types. And what are you looking for? You are looking for lower third. Just check on it, and then it's going to filter every of the lower thirds for you. Okay? It's going to filter the lower thirds for you. So depending on what you want, look at them. Look at the one that catches your eyes. If it's like this Bukayo Saka, that is this Bukayo Saka, you click on it, and then you are going to click on add to overlay. If you are not signed in, it's not going to tell you to add to overlay. It will just simply just open the this thing for you to edit. But once you are done with it, you are going to lose that work. So you have to keep coming back to it to redo it. So if you click on add to overlay, instantly it has added it to overlay. You can see these are all the ones that I've had so far. So if I click on it, it's going to like open an editor for me. So through this editor, I will now be able to edit the content of this. So over here you have the customize, over here you have the lower third, but then this is where you turn it off and on. I see that it's animated, so thereby giving you the opportunity to have like a more professional looking graphics, not like it's a static stuff that will just be there lying around. So but to now edit it in this case now, it's asking you for image. I said normally you are supposed to come here, but first of all, make sure that before you can bring in image, that you first of all come to this side, come to my image, and then go to upload image. Upload your image. If you don't do that, you will not be able to bring in any image into this. Please have it at the back of your mind. You will not be able to bring it. So first of all, add your image. Once you add your image, if you just come here now and you click on it, you are going to see every of the images that are already here. You see all my images that I already have here. So if I select this very one, you see it's going to replace it here instantly. You don't need to do any work. You don't need to have an idea about how to do any graphics whatsoever. Then you can also adjust up and down depending on how. Just play with some of this stuff. Then for the name, if you want to put it, you can put it Pentouch Galleria. Once you are done typing and you click outside the text, it's going to change. Look at it, Pentouch Galleria. Then I'm going to put Argentina, up Argentina. I hope I don't have any Messi hater here. So this is it. So Pentouch Galleria, sorry. So Pentouch Galleria, that is it. If you turn it off, it goes off. If you turn it on, it goes on. Now to bring it into your okay, sorry, let me also show you this part. That is if you want to change the color, because it might be that you don't like red. If you want it gold, you can see. If you want it emerald, you can see. Which way you want it, you can see. So just go ahead. Even all the colors that are here, you can also change them. But then some of these features, it might not allow you to change all, because for you to be able to do that, you need to pay for it. But I think I love what I have here already. Now to bring it into my OBS, you see this very first one, this first and the second one. Copy either this, or you come here and then you copy this, whichever way. It's still the same thing. Okay, then you come back to your OBS. On your OBS, what you simply need to do, if it is on this cam 1, you are going to click on plus, and then you are going to click on browser. Then you are going to give it a name. You can say lower. Let me just give it lower because I already have a name called lower third. And then you are going to click on Control V. That's this thing that you copied, and then you give it 1920 by 1080, which is full screen. But you know that it already has a shape. I'm going to delete this custom whatsoever. Then I will scroll down, and then I'll tell it refresh browser when scene becomes active. Refresh browser when scene become active. Do you know what this is going to do? Should in case whenever you open your system, immediately that very thing will crop up for you. It will crop up for you. That is how nice it is. So that it will just refresh. Once I click on this and then I click on F, you are going to see it in no time. It's going to pop up. You see that it has popped up. This is what it looks like. This is it. So, but remember, if I want to be able to change the position, let's assume I can always, lock up all this, then come over here and then adjust it to the part that I want. That is now inside OBS. And mind you, you can still do that inside the overlay through these parts where you see this. You can do that through this part where it gives you the opportunity for you to, this width, the height, the left, the right. You understand? Either you do it from here, or you can easily come to OBS and sort it out depending on how you want it. I hope that is understood. Visonic, I hope we are on the same page, right? I hope we are on the same page. Please confirm, are we on the same page? Then, to now also be able to control it in OBS, which is where I stopped before I got thrown out from my phone, what I simply need to do, come back here. You see this very one now that says control. This is the one you copy. Or you can already just leave your cursor like this. Use your phone, use your tablet, and scan it. You can just use your phone, use your tablet, and scan this. If you use your phone to scan it, you will be able to change every of this detail, like this Pentouch Galleria Argentina, with your smartphone. So you don't need to have your system handy. In fact, anybody can even change it wherever they are once they have access to this, once they have the link. Or you can just click on this to copy a link, share it to yourself, or share it to whichever device that you want to use. And that way, you will be able to have it. Then, once you come back to your OBS, now, see what you need to do. You will come over here to Docs. On this Docs, you come to Custom Browser Docs. Please, guys, if I am too fast, do let me know. If I am too fast, do let me know. Please. If I am too fast, because it's going to break my heart if maybe I am just talking and at the end of the day, nobody is understanding anything. That means my effort will be a waste. That was actually one of the reasons why I decided to remove so many people from the group. I don't want to have people knowing fully well that they are not there to learn. You understand? So the joy there is that I am saying something and somebody is speaking. All right. So you come to Docs. I say to control it. Remember, see where I came to. This one that says control. You are going to see something that looks like, is it oval? Then it has a plus like a game control stuff. Either you click on it, or if you want to control it with your phone, you can use your phone to scan this barcode. So when you come here, you click on Docs. You click on Docs, then click on Custom Browser Docs. Then over here, you can easily you can click on this, and let's say we'll call it lower third. Then when we say lower third, we just click here and we paste it. Once I say apply, I can close this. Then look at this is going to appear here. Just watch. You see that? So I can easily snap it to whichever part that I want. So let me leave it here. Let me just leave it here. Okay, so watch. If I turn it off, it's going to turn off. If I turn it on, it's going to turn on. If I turn it off, it's going to turn off. If I turn it on, it's going to. And basically everything that I would have done inside, in fact, after that I can just decide to close this. Even if I close this and I close this and it's no longer there, I can continue doing anything I want to do inside here, because I already have it in OBS. So that way you no longer have to have like different you no longer have to have different Chrome tabs opened. So if I now want to change, let's say, the name, I can come here and I will say Lionel Messi. How they tell it, Abi? One, I don't mind me. Ma poor Ronaldo. Hey, they don't catch me. I know sabi how to spell Ronaldo. Okay? So the moment I click outside, you will see it has changed to Ronaldo. Hey. You see that it is very, very easy. If I turn it off, it's off. If I turn it on. And mind you, like I said, if you scan that barcode or if you copy that control URL and you send it to your phone, you can now use your phone to be doing this thing. You don't even need to have it here. Somebody can just stand and be controlling it. Just once they have data, it doesn't need to be on the same. In this case now, it doesn't need to be on the same network. You don't need anything that has to do with the same network. Just have data on your phone and then you can control it. That is how simple. I hope it's well understood. Visonic, I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear before I can move over to complete that stuff I was saying regarding easy worship. Please, are we clear? Are we clear, guys? Your response. Please check my question up, sir. Okay. Where is the question? Please help me to check my comment up. Where? You are not sharing it. Okay. Please, can you leave the video after the class? Okay, I've answered that one. We can't see your screen. I believe what we just did, sir. Can I know? Okay, Alabi. Yeah, I think that is exactly what I'm doing. But I'm still. Where is your question, please? Can you just retype it? Benga, please, can you retype it? Can you retype it? Can you retype it so that I'll be able to see it? Please retype. Can you drop the question again, please? Because looks like. Okay, or is it this one that you say, what if I have my second system? Let me see. Benga, let me understand. Is it the one that you say, what if I have my second system? Okay, that is connecting to PC, right? Benga, are you there? Please respond quickly. Let me know how to add my audio from Mixer to OBS. That's audio. That audio is going to come either in our next class. I just want us to take it step by step. We definitely, tomorrow is Friday. Maybe after this we agree if we meet to. Okay, yeah, we have a class tomorrow and we also have a class on Saturday. This one is like a retake of the former class that was not well done based on network, and I almost had the same issue. Okay, so Benga, please confirm. Let me know. Is it this question? What about if I don't have my second system? Let me understand. Is this the question you were referring to? You say you asked a question. This is the only question, one of the listen. Please, or you can type it again. Let me understand what you mean. Sir, what if I want to add to vMix? Okay, I will show how to add to vMix. That is good. I will show how to add to vMix. Here top. I will show how to add to vMix. Please, Benga, I'm still waiting for you before I move ahead. You said you had a question. Please. No, the one you said we are coming back for. Sir. Mm, what did I even say? I've said so many things. Please tell me the one I said we are coming back for. Is okay. What I mean is the easy worship. The easy worship. I'm coming back to the easy worship actually. How to add my audio from Mixer to OBS. Okay. Yeah, yeah. For that of the Mixer to OBS, I'm going to make that either tomorrow. I'll note it down. But please, guys, please let's do it this way. I think we have gotten to a point. I wanted us to be able to establish this forum first, and I really really appreciate all your efforts for how far most of you have made it. This is actually what my dream was, so that I'll be able to reach out to as many as I can. So see what you can now do for me. We see some of this question. Please, Benga, after this, just rush to the group chat. Maybe I will drop it like a list where everybody will drop whatsoever their issues are. You understand? So that we'll use the opportunity to compile. So that when we come like this, I will no longer be acting based on my own. I will now be acting be trashing it as issues by issue. It will just be like problems where we are dealing with issues by issues. Okay, so please, most of these questions that you are dropping, do well to drop it for me in the comment section in WhatsApp, on WhatsApp, so that I will compile all of them for us. But then, in terms of the audio, because I do not have a sound mixer, but then at least I can bring some certain things handy and be able to use it to explain, so that when you are doing yours, you will know what to expect. I don't know if you understand. So that being said, let's now go back um to this thing. Somebody actually rightly pointed out, how do we now add this to our vMix? But before I go back to that vMix, I want us to finish with easy worship. Let's finish with easy worship, okay? Let's finish with easy worship, because if I hilltop broadcast, let's finish with easy worship, because if I open easy worship with this vMix, if I open vMix with this easy worship, it's going to have a serious strain on the PC. And I'm streaming, I don't want to have any issue that is going to bother us. So now for the easy worship, I've already shown you how to, bring in your easy worship into OBS via the secondary monitor. Now I want to be able to show you how to bring it into OBS via NDI. Now I already told you that you need to first of all download your NDI, right? So to now send it via NDI, you still come back to your easy worship, click on this edit, click on option. So on this option, you are going to click on, that is on this main output. I can decide to even leave it like this. I can decide to leave on the main output general. I can decide to leave it at monitor 2, or I can use it and I will say NDI. If I click on this and I will say okay, even without me clicking on go live, if I come back to OBS, this is how I will bring it in. Let's assume I'm going to now create another scene, and I will say okay. Let's give it easy worship NDI. It's always good to actually name, so that you'll be able to distinguish, and so I'll click on this, and then I'm going to click on plus, and then now, because you have your NDI, remember, if you want to use NDI in OBS, please also endeavor to have OBS NDI. That is the distro AV. Let me point it out before somebody will say I didn't show it to them. So this is it right here. Distro AV. Please, this distro AV is another name for OBS NDI. Please, that is if you want use NDI feature in OBS. Look at it here. Just click on download, run the installation. If you just send over just the the normal NDI. If you just download and install just the normal NDI, you will not be able to use the NDI feature inside OBS. So make sure that you also attach this one to it. This distro AV. This distro AV was formerly the OBS NDI. So once you now run it, now to bring in that Easy Worship into your OBS, you now click on this plus, then you are going to see NDI source. Now on this NDI source, you are going to click on OK. So once you click on OK and then you click on this place, look at it, you can see it's saying Pentouch Galleria Easy Worship. So even in my alternate, NDI was already there. And then on my main, if I click on this, this is it. And then I'll click on OK. And if it's cropped in like this, Control F, and it fits the screen. Control F fits the screen perfectly, and then you cut. This is what the output looks like. Now, if I show you the interface of my Easy Worship, now I don't even need to click on Go Live on my Easy Worship. Anything I click here is going to change instantly. Anything I click is going to change instantly. Anything I click is going to change instantly. So I don't need to click on that Go Live on my Easy Worship. That is how easy it is. And then there is also an advanced, let me turn my camera on so that I also tell us something that we might look at later. We'll still come back to this Easy Worship because there are lots of things to learn. Now, I don't know whether you've seen a feature where your screen in church, you want to be able to display the whole screen, the whole Bible passage on your screen, because maybe you have a small screen in your church, and you know that if you decide to do a lower third or place your Bible and your pastor's frame side by side, that it's going to be small for people to read, right? But then you want to be able to have people in church view all the whole Bible, and then have people online view your pastor side by side with the scripture. That is what they call the alternate output. So Easy Worship allows you the opportunity for you to display what they call alternate output. So what that basically means is that you can decide that your what is it called? You can decide that you want your secondary monitor to be the full view, which is what the church will be viewing, and then you want your alternate display to be with lower third, or to be in another form that you now bring it into OBS and be able to put it side by side. And later on, as we go on, I'm going to also show us how you can place that custom text where you can see your pastor on one side, and then on the other side you are going to see your Easy Worship, and then you'll be able to animate them side by side. Even inside OBS, I found a little hack that works. But if it is in vMix, it's very, very easy. You understand? All of this you will be learning. All right? So someone says, thank you so much for this distro AV. Suffered using NDI on OBS way back then. Yeah, thank you. Dennis Dasso. Are you in our group? If you are not in our group, please let me drop our this thing here. My number. Please do make sure to send me, please, for those of you who are joining me from this point, do let me know that it's from YouTube Live. Do let me know that it's from YouTube Live, please. Do let me know that it's from YouTube Live, so that I'll be able to put you in the practical group, because we have two groups. One is the general group for discussions, for banter, for fights, and for gbas. But then we have a more practical group, which is actually for those that are here. That is why I'm not even so much bothered about the number. What I'm much invested in this one is the number of people that will sit and be able to hear it. Can we go ahead? So the person that once asked me, I think that is Hill. Let me remember the person that asked me for vMix, so that I'll be able to close up. Hilltop Broadcast Network. So let me close this one, and I will open my vMix. Let me open vMix. So my vMix is actually opening. So once it opens, I will now show you how to bring in your overlay into your vMix for use. So just the way you can use it in your OBS. So also, but then the difference between the both is that while you can control it with your phone and inside OBS, uh, you you know, but in the case of vMix, you can only control it either using your smartphone or on the site. You can't control it. You can't control it just the way you control it inside OBS. I'm sharing my screen now. Alabi, I'm sharing my screen now. My screen is currently up. So now on my vMix, let me go back to that overlay. So this is how you do it. It's very, very simple. There is no too much. I'm very much sure that most of us already understands how to, go about it. So if I come here and then I click on all, so I'm going to pick one of my this thing here. Let's assume I want to go with this social media. And then for those of you that want to be able to add your church social media handles, you see, this is the one I use for Pentouch Galleria. I would have added them to this very stream that I'm doing, but I don't want to overburden it. Maybe by the time I find a better way to, accommodate this, I'll be able to do that. But you see, like this, I can also come here and customize it depending on how I want it to be. If you want it to play forever, just explore most of these tools at your own end. So now if I want to bring it into vMix, I will just click on this. That is all. That is all that I need. Then you come over to add, and then on the add, once you click on the add, you come over to this place where it says browser. Where is the browser? Where is the browser? Where is the browser? Okay, web browser. Okay, and then you are going to paste this. Make sure 1920 by 1080. You get that is the width and the height. 1080, and I'm going to click on OK. It's going to come up. Just give it some time. It's going to come up, or make sure that it's turned on here. Okay, so let's see if it comes up. It's supposed to come up. Just give it time. Good. You see? So, but then if it is too big, what do? Remember, you come over to this particular part, that is this icon here. For you that is already asking, at least by now you should know how to work with your OBS. So you click on position, and then for zoom you can just do this. That is, take it to the part. Then let's go this way, and then I'm going to bring it down to the part that I want. So with this now, so if I decide now to bring in any video, I can let's assume, let me see what is here. Let me see what is there. Okay, so let's assume this is the video that is going, and then if I click on this, you see that this is what will be happening. Hope you can see that. So this is how you get to, use it inside your vMix. There is nothing much to be done. Please confirm if Hilltop, confirm if it is okay. Confirm if you actually got everything I said. Thank you, Hilltop. Thank you very much. Hey, I forgot. There was something that someone sent the last time. Let me also share it with us, how to do that, because some of you might, run into it. There was something someone sent here the last time. There was a picture someone brought into the group. The person sent it into the group. That is why I actually encourage people to, utilize the practical group. What the person did was the person brought in this very image. Let me go and bring that image. Let me go and bring that image. Where is it? Okay, let me remove this. I'm going to remove everything that has to do with easy worship so that I'll give room for different load. So watch how I'm going to deal with this image. So for the display, now somebody gave me this image. For some of you that noticed, I think that was on Tuesday. Somebody brought in this image and gave it to me. Let me tell you what I did with it. Download. Wait, here, good. Somebody sent in this image, this Coca-Cola image. I don't know how many of you saw it in the group, and was asking how will he be able to use it inside OBS? Okay, so this is what I was able to make out of the image at the end of the day, and I want to be able to show you how to use it. He called it the L shape. You understand? Where you will have something of this nature. Maybe it could be like you can be using it during your tithe and offering. You understand? Where you already have your pre-designed look that you can be using during tithe and offering. Now, what you simply need to do, what I simply did first of all, was to turn this particular area, this very box, into green, pure green, so that I'll be able to do an easy chroma. So you don't need to start cutting anything. You don't need to do that. You don't even need to use Photoshop or use After Effects. Now, this is what I did. I went and took this very image. I gave it to ChatGPT. You must learn how to utilize artificial intelligence properly as someone who is into media. You understand? Learn to work smart and not just working hard. So, see what I did? I took that same image. I gave it to ChatGPT. I told it to turn that very part into green so that it will be easier for me to key out. Okay, so this is what ChatGPT gave to me. This is it. But then, because I was in a haste, so I ended up not making it 1920 by 1080. But then, if this is what I have, right? Let me delete this one that is under. Let me remove the one that he gave me initially. Now, by looking this way, I can now work with this. And how can I work with it? This is how I can work with this. Simply put, it's very simple. Please pay attention. If you don't understand what I am doing right now, then you need to start asking questions. Don't just sit here and watch me. Ask questions. Tell me, please, how can I do this? How can I do that? I will be very glad to come back and show you. Simply put, look at it. See, this is the image, right? I'll just right click. I'll right click and I'll come to filter. On this filter now, see what I will do. I will click on plus. There are three things I can use. Either I use chroma key. Why am I using chroma key? Because there is a color here. It's called chroma. That is the ability for you to remove this green screen, right? I can use color key, or I can use this luma key. Whichever one will work for me. But because there is not too much work to be done here, look at how clean it's going to make this. How clean it's going to remove this screen. Boom. And then I'll click on this. Then, you see, instantly. Look at this place where it says color. Because it's green, that was why I had to transform it into green. You understand? Because green is easier to key out, You understand? So, if I just put green, instantly it has removed it seamlessly, like without any issue. And then I will close. This is what it's going to look like. So the question now should be, how then do we now bring our image to this? So assuming I want to bring in our image into this, see what I will do. Over here on this image, I will now add this. I want to add this my video. This my video right here. I want to add it to it. Let me remove the phone number from it. I want to add this. I want to add it to this my image. So I will just come here. I'm not going to add this. I'm not going to add this my camera one as a feed. I will add this as a scene. So this scene now, on this scene, you have camera one, which is on the scene. You have video. So which one? I'll just click on this and then I'll say okay. But then it has covered it. All I just need to do, bring this one behind. Just drag it. Then I will just lock the image because I don't want the image to move, right? I don't want the image to move. I will just click on the video. Sorry, I will just click on the camera one and then I will just move it, you understand, to size that particular part. You understand? So this is it. This is it. And this is how simple it is. So if I transition now, this is what it's going to look like. Hello, Coca-Cola. Welcome to our live. You see, this is how simple. If you watch, you see, you are not going to see any trace of green at all. And you can even see that splash of Coke. You see it right here. You can see. You see that splash of Coke. That's Coke splash. You see the Coke bottle that is protruding here. You can see that this is how simple it is for you to be able to, do that. I hope, look at how nice it looks on my screen right here. This is how you can easily remove that. Please, do I still have people here? Do I still have people here? Please, do I still have people here? Can we go ahead? Is this clear? Is this clear? Is this clear? Let's know if we are together. Are we together? Please, I need your response. And you guys are not even tapping for me. Help me to tap. This is the only way that you can help to push this live. This is the only way. And even for some of you self that have your media team members, those people that are learning from you, you can take this link, share it to them on your channel, tell them to join. You understand? So that you don't be the only one that is learning some of these things. So that you don't end up overworking yourself during Sunday services. Please, can we go ahead? Can we go ahead? Can we go ahead? Any comments? Any comments so far? Any comments so far? I need to hear from you, please. Can we go ahead? Okay. Benga Visonic, thank you. So you see how simple it is. So I'm going to remove this before Coca-Cola will say, what is this guy doing? May nobody go sue me, I beg. Na tutorial I did do. Yeah. But you can always tap. You see that love, this thing that you will see the love stuff going up and down. I love. Next video. Okay. You see I should retake it again. No rush. Let me retake it. Let me delete this. Okay. Let me share my screen once more. Okay. So now I want to be able to bring in the image. Now this is the image. This is the image, right? This is the image the person gave to me. Let me browse it. Sorry, this is the image the person gave to me. This image. And do you know what is paining me? The person that dropped this image, I can no longer recognize the person, and the person is not even here to say that he's the one that dropped it. So that at least I'll know that I'm actually treating a certain problem. Now, this is what the person gave to me, right? Now, I knew that for me to be able to, yeah, Visonic. So I knew that the only way I can easily work with this is for me to be able to get this place to be green. And that is what we call chroma key in post-production. Chroma key. If you don't know it, hear it. Chroma key, ultra key, luma key, whichever key, ultra key, chroma key. You understand? Whichever. So all I just did, I took this very image, I sent it to ChatGPT. I said, ChatGPT, please, I need you to transform this square box into green for easy chroma key. The moment I gave it to him, he just gave me this. Let me bring it in. It now gave me this one. And in fact, it even helped to remove all those watermark. It removed every watermark. So that way I'll be able to see it really, really clean. You can see that. So since I have it like this, what do? I'm going to delete what the person sent to me, and I can work with this one. I hope you are paying attention. So what I simply now need to do, on that very image, I'm going to right click. You right click on that very image. Then you click on filters. Now, once you click on filters, I'm going to bring this down so that I'll be able to see what I'm doing. I will now click on plus. Please confirm if you are still with me. Like, those your reaction, all those your likes and all of that, it tends to, show me that someone is actually listening, because when it goes silent like this, I won't be able to know if you people are still here. You understand? So, on this, and then I said I used chroma key initially. If I click on chroma key, because it's already set on green, it's going to remove it. If I say color key, you see, color key, and then I say okay, it's going to now ask me which color, and then I'm going to say green. So with this now, I might start, you see, boom, it's asking me which color, you see. With this now, you just adjust this. You see that, so that is that for this. Then, still see another method. I can still say this, and when I come to filters, I can just come here. Let's assume I don't want to use color key. If I want to remove the color key, I don't want to use the color key feature. I can say this, and then I will say luma key. If I say luma key, then I can, you see the colors that it is affecting here. Yes, now. But make sure that the video too can work. Lex video too can work. But make sure that your video, like when you say video, you mean like a motion this thing. Yes, if it is the one that has like a motion design, but make sure that that part where the video will be, you understand, that part is green. You understand? Even if you have some things that are moving, let's assume it will just look like where coin is dropping, and then the coin drops into the offering box like an animated this thing. Just make sure that this part where the video is going to be, that it is in green. Once you have it that way, it should be fine. You understand? So you see, so you just check the one that works best. So whichever. So if I have this like this, you see that the best one that can work with it is either luma or chroma key. So I'll come back to it. I mean color key. Luma is not working for it, so I'll just come here, and then I'll click on these similarities to take it out, and then I can use smoothness to smoothen it out so that everything looks entirely perfect to my liking. And then I'm going to click on close. So once I click on close, now on that very image, I now need to bring my camera in. Now I'm going to bring this camera scene, this camera one, into it. So what do? I will come here, and then I'm going to bring it in as a scene. And then what am I bringing in? Camera one. And then I'm going to click on OK. But then you see that my camera is on top. What I do is bring it down. Then I will now lock the image because I don't need this image to move. The only thing that can move now is now this image. And then I'm going to just hold and drag to fit into that particular point where that green was removed. And this is it right here. You see it? If I transition now, this is what you guys will be seeing. This is all. Nothing more, nothing less, and that is how you have this. Most of these things you might not think it's worth knowing until the time will come, because there is a point where you will learn this OBS and other streaming this into, and it starts getting boring. So some of these things can help amplify your live stream and make it look more appealing, more professional, and at least get to show that you know what you are doing. Yeah. Mawe talk. Thank you. More grace. Thank you. God bless you. Okay. Thank you. So please, guys, confirm. Can we go ahead? 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 Confirm if we should go ahead. Is everything that I did so far, is it well understood? Is it well understood? Please kindly confirm if it is well understood. One of these days, I'm still going to do a practical on how to set up that Blackmagic app. I will still do a practical on how to set up Blackmagic app. So just do make sure to always put in the work, and try as much as possible to participate. All right, so since it's well understood, now I want to leave the floor. This is already 11. I'm going to now use this hour. Let one person tell me if they have any personal issue that they want me to treat today before we call it a day. Please, if you have any personal issue that you want us to treat, let me take your questions. Time to answer some questions. Please, I will take it one after the other. But before then, let me take out this Coca-Cola. Please, I'm waiting for your questions. Any question? There are so many things to learn. Oh. There are so many things to learn. High vision and its lag. Great. Okay, let me spotlight your own question. Why am I not getting this thing here? Okay, I'm coming. Okay, for that of high vision, how do we do it? The problem I'm having now is that is the camera that you guys are using. Or should I just deal on the lag? You guys already know. You guys already know the way to the way to connect, right? Please, Visonic Design. You already know how to connect it. Just the lag. How to do the latency, right? Confirm. You already know how to do the setup. Just the latency. Let me show you how I'm able to calculate mine. Okay. Gbenga said, yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. How do I live stream to Facebook with low internet connection? Because my church have the problem and I'm in charge. Okay. I think those are the two things I'm gonna treat. But quickly, let me answer to Benga to Visonic before I come to how you can live stream. I will just show you the settings, what to do, okay? Because myself, although I experienced the same thing here, but I'm going to show you the most minimal setup, as in the settings to do. Is that clear? So for Visonic design. Now, to be able to deal with this, let me show you a practical session of how I'm able to determine from my own end without missing word. Without missing word. So I'm going to just walk you through my process on how I do my calculation. I'm a video editor, right? So I work with my Premiere Pro. So let me share you my screen so that at least you see what my interface looks like. So it's going to launch. It's going to have a kind of strain on this PC, by the way. But then, just bear with me. So this is how I do my calculation, actually. This is how I do my calculation. Okay? This is how I do my calculation. So we are going to imagine that what we are using is the high vision. We are going to imagine. So what I will simply need to do is I will come and I'm going to do a recording. I will just record. I will just click on start recording. I will record my video. So let's assume I'm going to hit a record on this now. I'm recording already. Like this. Hello, 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 hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm gonna stop recording. So you see this thing now that I just did now. I've already taken a sample with this clap that I'm doing now. That is what I'm going to use to determine the precise delay. That was actually how I was able to arrive at that stuff that I did in terms of that video that I made on how to, deal with the lag. So in your own case, you might be that you use CapCut. Most of you use CapCut. CapCut can also do the same. Why is this app not opening? I hope it's not trying to play funny this night. Okay. So see what I'm going to do. Hope you can see my screen. Good. So let's see OBS session. That is for those that knows how to edit. And then I'm going to click create. Woo! Premiere Pro, welcome. For those of you that use low-end PC, if skin no full, no pull body, as in you go cry, Gigi go shout, you go cry tire. So this is it. Now that very video that I just recorded, this is how I simply calculate it. Okay, so I'll come to video, and then where is it? Okay, this is it right here, MP4. So once I bring it into my timeline, now I'm going to expand this. To most of you now, it's going to this is going to look like, what is this guy doing? Okay, but then I know that 1 or 2 persons actually understand, but I'm just showing you my pure practical way on how I determine the delay, so that this one now, if I'm putting any number, I know what I am putting. It is precise. Go and test it in any lab. You understand? It's gonna work. So let me put this in so that at least I'll be able to hear myself. Let me hear myself. Let me see. I can't hear myself at all. Coming. I want to be able to check my sound. Please, guys, hold on for me. Output. Which headphone? Speaker. Ogbeni. Okay. Okay. So I want to be able to play the sound. Hello. So let me play it out. I have a. I hope this thing is not reverbing because of this thing I just did now. Please keep communicating with me. I'm just reading your comments so that at least I'll know where there is issue. You see the process I'm undergoing to be able to, Hope you guys can see me and you can still hear me clearly. This is what we go through when you run an application like this. Speakers.